Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. How's everybody doing tonight? We got Bob's RC in the house. Yo, what's up, bro? Mark Nugent. Hey, Nitro Nerds. Are you the next king nerd in line, brother? Big Boys Toys, what's up? Brandon Watts, how's it going, brother? Thanks for joining in. What is up, Travis? How you doing, my friend? Hope everybody's having an awesome time. A great day. Maybe even getting to burn some nitro. I'm gonna finish getting my computer set up. We are almost ready to go. Alrighty, let's see, who did we miss? Make sure I try to get everybody here. Alright, so next up we've got RPM. What's going on, brother? Steve's in the house. What's up? King Nerd Rinks is in the house. What's up, brother? Just watching the sim video. He tore it up good. Good job. Had it out one time. Damn, 14 people already in the house, but only one like. I must be doing a horrible job. All right, guys. So yeah, we're old. We have dementia. Don't forget that like button. It makes me feel like, like we're doing something here. So we're gonna tear this down completely. I don't think I've ever actually tore this all the way down because it was in good shape when I got it. So this is one of them that I did not tear down completely. Houston, we have a problem. I'm gonna have to order another wing mount. Too many crashes. We've lost some screws that hold in the on both sides actually, hold in the splash guards. But we're gonna tear it all down, clean it up, redo the diffs, clean up the shocks. I think I'm a little light in the back because it keeps wanting to bounce. So I think we're gonna go a little thicker in the rear. Let's see. So my auto parts experience comes into play. Crashing sim parts numbers. I don't get it fixed. Flexi wing mod on the buggy. Yeah, it's flexi all right. That thing, you can lay it all the way over to the side. But yeah, so a lot of the newer models coming out are having like a one-piece wing, and then to make those adjustments to raise it up and down, they just have two positions on it. I'm seeing that with the Mugen and the Techno. I'm sure there's other brands. I just don't have them, so I can't really speak to them. But so yeah, we already have a container back here somewhere amongst all this trash. So we're gonna put our screws. We'll put that one in there too. We already got some plastic pieces set up. So yeah, we're gonna start tearing this down, and if we got time tonight, we'll start washing it. But I am gonna replace all four of the arms. They're a little wore out. So the droop screws are stripped out, so I can't set the droop the way that it needs to be. And there's a lot of play on that, on the hinge. You guys probably can't really see the movement, but there's quite a bit of movement there. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and strip her down. Mario RC, what's up? Contradiction, everyone. How you doing, brother? Appreciate you joining in. Get my little tub here ready to go. There's a lot of dirt in here, so we're gonna dump this out, and then as we pull the parts off, we'll just throw them in here. Yes, sir, Mario. Yes, sir. Thank you for joining in. Clean the horse for the selling to me. Oh, man. He wants it bad. I mean, it's always a thought, right? But, I don't know. We'll see. I know you're just messing around, but I know at the same time, you would really like to have it. So I've never put the pieces on or seen them, but I think these holes here on the back side, I think these are for like little mud scrapers that stick out, and as the wheel turns, it cleans the inside of the rim, keeps it from getting all out of balance, building up mud and stuff like that. I think. Like I said, I've never really looked into it. I can't think of any other reason for these holes to be here. All right. Let's see here. There's my baby doll. How you doing? That's a badass machine. Oh yeah, it's a ripper for sure. But it's got a flex wing on it now. I see the crown starting to pop up. Looks like Steve's in the lead. Damn, Rinks, you gonna take that? Put you in third. Mario's in second. So I have a question for glow plugs. Turbo, my glow plug after 3 tanks of break-in. Glow plug burnt. So yes, especially on break-in because you run it rich, the glow plugs usually will foul out. Sometimes they'll last a little bit longer. Sometimes they won't last the full break-in. But it's always recommended to change them out after break-in, just because of the richness will actually foul them out. So yes. Can never get more than 75 points. I guess you're just not cool enough, man. Alright, so, man, this thing's nasty. It's nasty. That tank is freaking nasty. The water's gonna be really nasty. So let's got all the holes cleaned out so we can get our drivers in. Yeah, when your holes, they're gonna fill up with dirt. The best thing I've found to use is a razor blade. X-Acto knives work really well, and I just threw that screw on the ground. That's alright, we don't need it right now anyways. You know what? I'm gonna do the front rear end last, so it'll give us some support. Yeah, I think as we rebuild this thing, we're gonna try and make sure we get it set up for, a low bite track. I think I know a couple of my issues with it, but at the same time, we just need to go through it and make sure that we got it set up properly. I think for the most part, it is. So I've been watching a lot of race videos, and I'm sure some of you guys that have done some racing already know things like this, but I'm learning. So I find out stuff like, your 95% of your setup is your tires. What'd they say? I think they said first is your tread, and then second is your compound. But at the same time, I think, I'm trying to remember how they said it. I feel like they were saying compound's more important than tread. Or maybe I got it backwards. Yeah, there's so many things that go into racing, so many different tuning options. Man, it's crazy. definitely learning a lot. I didn't know that there was so many different ways to tune and for the different types of tracks. I mean, there's, you can move your links in and out, and it depend, it'll determine how you turn in the corners. Man, so many different options with it, and trying to remember everything. It's like you literally got to just watch these channels over and over again to learn all the different tricks and stuff. Some really good channels out there that do a lot of explaining on setup. But they say number one is the tire tread itself, and then the compound. And if you got kind of like the track I'm running on, where it's just like a hard pack, and it doesn't have a lot of the fluff in it. You want thinner, more spaced out pins. If you got a lot of fluff, you want bigger, taller pins. Maybe not thicker, like dense, to where it's going to plug it up. But man, there's just so many different things. I'm like, oh my God, how do you guys remember all this stuff? Like I'm struggling trying to remember all the different things that they do. But I've been learning a lot. Doesn't mean I'm going to be any better at driving, but I am learning a lot. But if your car is not set up very well, it is hard to practice to be, a good driver, because if you're not set up, it's almost impossible to practice those laps. But then after you get everything set up, well, then you got to practice hitting your marks. That's one of the hardest things, is hitting the same spot every time. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it, but it is not easy. Which is one of the reasons that I haven't been doing any live films while trying to get better with it. It's almost impossible, especially on this big track. That little track in Omaha, it was a little easier. And just like that, get off there. All right, Jeremy Nunn, looks like a new viewer in here. Welcome to the show. I just got my 2007 HPI 4.6 Savage going, and thanks to you for your advice for the one-way bearing. I owe you a beer. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Anytime, man. That's awesome. I'm glad that it worked out for you. Very glad it worked out for you. I'll get off there. I gotta scroll back up here. Reading through the comments now, just give me a sec. Mud tank, yes, it is a mud tank. This crew's going forever. No, it's right there on the floor. I don't have carpet. No wrench or crown for you rinks. No wrench, no crown, and no star. You got nothing. He's got wieners on his channel, though. You guys go drop all the wieners you want on Rinks' channel. He likes the wieners. Crappy little HF picks work well for screw cleaning. Yes, sir, and thanks to you, my friend, I picked these up at Harbor Freight and found out these here have a lifetime warranty on them. So they're sitting right by the counter, $1.99. But yes, works great. Rinks pulled out his own wrench and crown. He will never find it, and then he will ask us, did we see where it went? Did you? Where'd that screw go? Mugen is not the only thing that has a few screws loose. KP, welcome back. Big ups, yes sir. Hello all. We appreciate you joining in, brother. There's Hugh. What's up, brother? Hope you get that engine fired up. Choose tread by how damp the or dry the track is and the compound is by temp. Yes, but also by the grip of the track and you know, if it's got fluffy dirt on top of it or if it's like hard packed. So yes, all them things go into account. A tight pin on a moist track is no bueno, or soft compound on a hot day won't last long. This is true. There's like so many ways to look at it. A lot of things to remember. I'm scrolling too fast. I choose tread by. Hey, it's big knobbies. Good enough. Not really though. Some tracks it doesn't work. There's so much to remember, like fuel injection. But the buggy bottom out a couple times. Yeah, if your shocks ain't set up right, you're gonna bottom out. So I think I need to go a little thicker, especially as it gets warmer. One thing I learned is run your own setup. Every driver has their own style, so it probably won't work for you. I mean, that is true, but at the same time, depending on the track conditions and, you know, each buggy is a little different. Your driving style is different, but the track itself dictates, you know, if it's got a lot of grip to it, you know, you're going to tune it a little different. If it doesn't have as much grip, you're going to tune it different to create the grip. So, you know, it's kind of a little bit of everything, and then you have to find what works with your drive style for sure. Oh yeah, you lifetime, brother. Northeast Moms, what's up? I finally got RPM signal. Oh yeah, he's getting that Vic going eventually. Yeah, you tell him. Remember that. Remember that thumbs up. Alright. Well, that's nasty. I don't want to take it completely apart, even though I probably should. We'll start with that. We may have to take it further apart. Set all the metal off to the side. No! That almost sucked. Take this crap off. Yeah, I've lost a couple of these screws, so I'm gonna have to get some replacements, and then I don't know if the metal is stripped out or if the screw got stripped out. It was probably the damn chassis. But yeah, my diffs look like they could use a little bit of work with that little pile of goo piling up back there. Probably not a good thing. I'm thinking I'm not even thick enough in my diffs. Alrighty. So yeah, that's nasty. Now we got half of it out of the way. Are wieners allowed here since it's Pride Month? No, wieners are only allowed on your channel because you support the people that the wiener represents, and I don't because they hate me. So, in case people are wondering why we don't do wieners on this channel, it's because they are for one reason and one reason only. And that person does not like me because I will not let him come on my channel and whine and cry. So no wieners. If you want to play with wieners, you go to Rinx's channel. He is the wiener king. By his own words, not mine. JW, what's up? How you doing, brother? Grandma's in the house, what's up? Sliding some is good, too much grip causes rollovers. Yes, exactly. And you gotta balance it because for everything you do there is a counteraction. And you know, too much grip is no good and too little grip is no good, and it depends on what your track is. Like to run loose, others grip up. I can't drive if I don't slide. Yeah, you got to be used to the slide and know how to drive it as well. So I'm starting to get the feel for it, but my setups are always not good. So now that I'm getting closer on my setup, I'll be able to start practicing more. What's up, JW? I don't remember if I said hi or not. Get all that mud off, she'll be faster from being lighter. The mud is what's holding it together. Yep. That's why you don't ever watch the old cars. JP's in the house. What's up, brother? Can somebody say hello, higher? Higher what? Is higher velocity in here and I missed it? Who do we got in here that's higher? There it is, higher velocity. What's up? I'm totally scrolled past your name and missed you, brother. Appreciate you. Another day, brother. That's right, Daddy. Yes, sir. I guess Rinx likes wieners. He said it, man. So you can play with all the wieners you want on this channel. But not here. Because the wieners don't like me. So we ain't going to support them. No wieners. I came to your live the other night and it froze. Closed up and went to bed. Yeah, when I catch them, I try to pop in. I don't always catch them though. First time home since 7 a.m. Long day. Damn, Lotus. Well, good weather shows up and they put you to work all day, huh? Thank you, Jay. Video with the camera on the boat. Yeah, I went to click on that video and it said that it was no longer available, so I guess you put it back out and I missed it. $95 degrees. Damn! Everyone says that I missed something. You didn't miss anything. I don't think so. It's hot. It's hot out here in Phoenix. Alright. Yeah, so one thing we haven't done with this car is completely strip it down, so this will be a good time for that. Oh, here's something else came in the mail. So this is that little balance board that I was talking about. Eventually I'll open it up and just plug it in just to see it work, but if anybody is interested and needs one, let me know. Because I really don't need it unless I were to get a new charger that doesn't have all the ports. Put it in the dishwasher. No, it's going in my tub. Raw RC, what's up? My buddy's making that 3D printed boat for me. Oh, sweet, man. Can't wait to see a video on that. I need to put myself in the dishwasher. I bet you do, Lotus. His is floating and working. Nice. Hell yeah. Thanks for joining in, Raw. Actually works decent. Hell yeah. Another plastic piece in the boat. Take out the nuts so I don't lose it. Alright. I stuck my finger in the goo. No. Yeah, a good washing and a couple of pieces and this thing will be good as new. Hell, and a lot of these, this is like one piece. This is a two-piece deal. I think that's so you can switch this out and put like the magnet or just a flat deal on there and use the Velcro. Not for sure, but sounds fancy. Nice. Like I said, I've never taken this apart, so we're finding stuff out here together. This has like a rubber grommet bushing. A little more cushion for the body, because the way this thing kind of floats, kind of like, you know, it's on a bushing, so to speak. I don't know if I want to risk taking it out. Yeah, we'll just leave it in there. It'll get washed too. Afraid I'm gonna rip it trying to get it out of there. Yeah, so as you can see, this here actually has 3 different adjustments on it. The Techno only has 2, but yeah, so you can, and these are in line, so like all the holes are the same. On like the Techno, the top ones are wider, but yeah, you literally only get 2 adjustments with that. That's pretty neat. Nitro Pimp, what's up? I once said I'm special. Lotus says, I got a crown, but now as I'm scrolling back up and looking at it late, no you don't. Crown fried chicken. I'll send you some Crown Royal. Ooh. You know, I'm not a big fan of Crown Royal. I like clear liquors more than the brown ones. Like vodka. Vodka's smooth. User's already got the Crown. What I don't know, but I get it. Oh, on the Crown? It's just the more you talk, you know, the more messages you put out there, and then it says even doing like super chats, you know, so putting a little money into the show. I'm not saying you got to put money into the show, but you know, those are ways to get crowns. So I'm gonna do something special for all of the membership viewers here coming up pretty soon. I'm gonna try and get some footage this weekend at the track. I don't know if there's gonna be races or just me at the track or what, but I'm gonna do a members only video. So there's only gonna be like 20 views on it because there's only like 20 of you. But just a little special treat for those that you know, that go the extra mile for the channel, just to show some appreciation for you. My way of saying thank you very much. Got plenty, but not enough Crown Vanilla. I've never had the vanilla, but the Crown Apple, I like. It's pretty decent. I could take a few shots of it, but I'm not a big drinker of bourbon or whiskey. Lotus lost that crown pretty quick. Totally forgot. Hobby Wing Marine ESC combo of some kind. Hell yeah. That'd be cool to have. Like Kevin Talbot had one of those little, it was like a jet boat. And I think that it was, I think one of his friends had done a 3D printed version, and then he had like a store-bought version. And it had the little guy in it. I think something like that'd be kind of neat to play around with if you got a little creek or something to go play in. I don't really have a place to do it, but I think it'd be kind of cool. Oh shit! Look at you go, Raw. Throwing up another dono. Appreciate you, bro. Lotus says, I got robbed. Everybody give old Raw a like on that one. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Awesome, my friend. JP says, I'm still not a member. Oh, let's see if we can do any, gifting yet. Ooh, you got 10 gift memberships left to send this month. All right, here we go. We're going to send 5 now. Good luck to you. Kevin Caldwell, JP did not get it. Maddie Smokes, Doug Taffel, super one-handed, sorry, and then Godlike. All right, we're gonna try it again. I got 5 more. And send. Sometimes they just keep gifting to the same people over and over again. RC Adventures got one. Malachi something got one. Nitro RC Life got one. Corey got another one. And Rocky Perry Jr. Sorry, Jay. I tried, brother. I tried. Alright, scroll back up here and see what comments that I missed. Oh, thank you, Grandma. So you're very welcome. Party time at the track, says Steve. Rinks drinks alone. I drink alone, but actually I drink with you guys. So, you know, because I've always got a glass full of vodka and cranberry. Tries to spray down some simple green, brush it, then drop it in the shower. I just put warm soapy water, Dawn water in there, and scrub it. So there's, you know, all kinds of ways to clean it, but that's what I like to do. The thing right now is a shot of Double Crown. Nice. Maybe Combs Roberts. John's sink wash that thing. I mean, I'm going to, but I got a tub. I like doing it in here because then I don't have to worry about dumping all this dirt down the sink. But yeah, everybody's got their own way. So what else did I miss? The Nitro Pimp says I prefer to earn my crown. One bourbon, one scotch, one beer. Good old George Thorogood. That's a pretty good song. Old school. At an ABC store and earn my crown. A little more gas money, pal. I do appreciate you. I appreciate that a lot because it does take a lot to drive down there. You know, 45 minutes each way, and then on top of that, the gas on the track itself. So, you know, I don't do this expecting anything, but you guys helping out, awesome. Thank you very much, Raw. Awesome, my brother, awesome. Love Spice Box Canadian whiskey. So up there, you guys call it Canadian whiskey? I thought it was just, we called it Canadian whiskey because it's Canadian. Kind of like Canadian bacon. You know, little round circles of ham. You guys don't really call it Canadian bacon. You just call it ham, right? Ross should get number one. Hell yeah. Yes, he should. Ross, I wish I had an extra special way of thanking you. I can't just hand out crowns. It doesn't let me just like hand out stuff. But like I said, everybody that's a member is going to get to enjoy a little bit of, just to be a short little track video. Just a little something extra for everybody's contribution. So my way of saying thank you. And to those of you that are not, we'll do something else. But I need to say thank you to all the awesome members. Rinks likes to shine. I tell you what, man, the smoothest, drunkest I've ever been was off of Shine. I was like 17, went to a high school basketball game, and a buddy of mine, he's like, hey man, let's go drive around and hang out, blah, blah, blah. Well, I didn't know he was going to one of his friend's house out in the country. This dude pulls out a big old jar of Shine, and it was red. I don't know, it was sweet, it was good. I don't know what it was, cherry or strawberry or something. I didn't even drink, that much out of a glass. Like, I literally had a sip, maybe a little more than a sip. And I wasn't really a drinker, but, I'm thinking a sip ain't gonna mess me up that bad. Oh my God, I was drunk. I couldn't believe how drunk that little sip got me. But again, I wasn't really a drinker, so I was a lightweight. But yes, that was really good. I like Shine. I said, I think I must kill an elf or something. Don't kill the elves. An occasional social beer. I don't drink. Bob ain't got time to drink, man. He gets high and forgets to drink. Yeah, I used to smoke and not drink, and now I have to drink and not smoke because of my work. But that's all right. That is all right. I am glad that Corey got another membership, though. For the longest time, he wanted one and couldn't get one, and then was finally able to. Oh, Grizzly hooking it up, man. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. It's freaking awesome. Drink the occasional beer to about every occasional hour. I was going to say, is it every hour occasional beer time for you? Blame Canada. South Park has warped my fragile mind. Yes, we could tell, brother. We could tell. Yes, sir. Thank you, Grizzly. It was Terrence and Phillip. I'm sure it was that and Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo. What is up, Grizzly? Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Just trying to break in the T-Max Red. Just my second one, and it's full breaking procedure with the Dynamite 19. Hell yeah, brother. Good luck to you. Mine was work before South Park. Hey, good point, Jay. Good point. Yeah, I don't think South Park does that much damage. All the years hanging out in garages. Yep, you're right. The bastards killed Kenny. Respect my authority. None of the Canadians that come into my shop talk about the sides of their heads. South Park got it wrong. No idea what you're talking about, Pimp. That's like Brazilian nuts in Brazil, just called nuts. Yep. That is true. Raw is a standout guy. Yep. Everybody, if you have not subscribed to Raw, go check out his content. He's one of the best savage jumpers out there. It don't matter if it's a Flux or a badass Nitro. They all sound good. They all run good. They all got good looking bodies. Raw himself has got a good looking, no, I'm just messing around. But he is an awesome dude. I talked to him outside of YouTube as well. Great guy. So, yep, go check out Raw. Give him some support. Go check him out for sure. Grandma says, I'll renew my membership tomorrow. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I watch sink wash things creeping me out. What is right? Oh, scrolling too fast. Slow down. His wife makes jam and makes moonshine from the cuttings. Oh, I bet that's good. Look at all that mud, it'll compound a half. Liter 19. And with sugar cane can make shine. Yes, that is true. A tenth of an hour, second faster. If it's sweet, it can shine. Yeah, then don't you have to put yeast in it to ferment with the sugar or something like that? Like I watched that Moonshiners, and you know, I learned a little bit, but not enough to be a shiner. When Hugh ate a good meal for the first time in almost a year today, I was so happy about it. Hell yeah, that's awesome, Hugh. Glad you're recovering. A little crack's doing today. So right, what hour are we? Getting close to 6. Here it's 5:44. Broccoli with mashed potatoes and biscuits. Ooh, but that was good. Big Boys is back. What's up? Hell yeah, brother. Welcome back, welcome back. Travis says, I already pay for YouTube. That alone should give me an automatic subscription. I don't pay YouTube anything. I'll just wait and skip through the ads. I'm not giving them my money, but I'm sorry, brother. I just, I feel like I gotta help out the people that help me out. So, and I tried to give some, give out some free subscriptions, but it won't let me pick and choose. Or there's a few of you that I would pick and choose for your support, but it won't let me do it. Godlike, what's up, man? Appreciate you joining in. Congratulations on the donated subscription. Like I was saying, this weekend I'm gonna get a little video of the track, and it'll be a members only. So be sure to check it out. Yes, yeast produces alcohol and CO2 when it eats sugar or starches. Yep. Yeah, I meant beer count. Oh, I get you. When you make your mash, you watch the bubbles. After a few days, the bubbles stop and it's time to fire it up. Hell yeah. Dude, one of the best jobs that I had was working at a grain elevator where they made ethanol. And, first thing in the morning when they fired up the mash, it was all sweet smelling. It was nice. And then later on, it had that burnt smell, and it was nasty. But it was really cool. And they tell you, they put poison in it, so don't drink it. We never tested it to see if they were lying or not. We just trusted them. Thanks very much for whoever gave me the sub. I donated them out for you, brother. It's all good. I watch crap loads of racing. I enjoy your darn channel as it is, brother. I appreciate you, man. And like I said, sorry for some of the people that won't get to enjoy, but I got to do something for the people that that help me out. So fermentation, yes sir. If John Law is watching this live, I make ethanol. Yep, you're welcome, Godlike. Appreciate you joining in. Videos day. Hell yeah, everybody's putting out some pretty cool videos. All right, back to tearing this dirty bastard down. That thing's long-winded. Get out of there. Hate commercials, that's why I pay for no commercials, and now creators are making commercials. I fast forward, I'm not going to be another number. Yeah, I can't stand that when creators do these stupid commercials and it's like, you know, I it's ridiculous. I mean, YouTube puts out enough commercials for enough businesses. They don't need the people that we enjoy watching doing more of them. I mean, I doubt I'll ever be big enough for YouTube to come to me and say, "Hey, we want to pay you to do a commercial." Pfft, whatever. Freaking gnats. But I mean, I get it. You know, they're all trying to make money. Why not? You know. I blame YouTube, not the people. YouTube, if you're watching, I'm just messing around. So yeah, my wing is basically broken. She's toast. I mean, of course, when you put the wing on it, it does tie it together, but, you know, it's lost its support, so that's going to go in the trash. I got to make sure I can find another one first, and if I can't, then I'll just, which I should be able to, but if not, I'll just super glue it and then not drive it at the track, but it should still be a new enough model that I can find a damn wing somewhere. We'll wash it anyways. Damn. It's got like a hairline crack here on that side as well. It's kind of bent. It's about to go. Are you liking the Alpha Plus 21? Thinking about getting one from RB Mods. You know, I haven't really run it much. Actually, I haven't ran this new one at all. I did have a different one that I broke in and then I traded it to somebody. And I really liked it. It was a good engine, easy to break in, but I don't have long-term review or, you know, long-term use to give you good answers on it. Alpha's good from what I've seen from, you know, what little bit I have messed with them. And, you know, that thing's just pretty enough, even if it wasn't the best, you know. To me, it's worth it. But, yeah, I mean, I would say you probably, you know, if it's something that you're interested in, I'd go ahead and get it. It may not win you any races at the track because that is more of a, I'm going to say an RTR model because it doesn't have any of the extra mods that they do, you know, like the performance mods that the racers do. But, like, I really like it. My Alpha, I'm still, you know, I haven't gotten a full gallon through it yet, and I mean, it's running strong. I replaced the piston and sleeve in it, so it's still in the process of the break-in. But, I mean, it runs really good around the track. There's like a huge jump where you start like really deep and you hit a jump and it's like a triple, and half the time, and like say in the Mugen, but I think my the shoes are wore out, so I'm not getting full drive out of it. But I don't always clear the triple with that Alpha and a good clutch on it. I've been clearing that triple, so I really like that about it. You know, it seems to have some good power. But as far as that 21 with that purple head, I just haven't ran it enough to say that it's awesome or that it's not. Fly high, what's going on, brother? Welcome back, welcome back. I think I missed some comments here. Do I pay for 2 YouTube accounts? Not me, brother. I like the free stuff. Oh yeah, my package finally hit the UK for Joe. Nice. What's it been? 2 months? 3 months? I once was a brewmaster for Coke. Oh hell yeah. I bet that was fun. Alright, Lotus, have a good one, brother. Pasta la vista. Is that why they? Is that what they call it in the mountains now, Brewster? Oh, you're trying to say brewmaster. You need to proofread a little more, brother. Give you a chance to pee. This phone would be funny if it hadn't corrupted my autocorrect. I think your autocorrect is just poking fun at you, bro. Yeah, I love the Alpha engine so far too, my brother. I really want to get that purple-headed engine out, but I don't want to go take it to the track and destroy it. And right now, that's pretty much all that. I'm trying to get as much runtime in as possible. So my free chance to go run RC, I'm hitting the track, so I haven't messed with it much. But eventually, we're gonna do it on the channel. We're gonna get it out and fire it up and see what it's got. But yeah, Jay, the Alpha is awesome, brother. Let's see, that's finding the engines I get from Army Mods or animals. Oh yeah, replace it with the 2107 pipe is another animal altogether. Yeah, I was thinking about having him modify mine. Big boy's toys got to go. All right, tell Mama we said hi. Give her a hug for us, brother. Rink's got a wrench. You can send it to me, I will break it in. But that's the fun part. A lot of people don't like autocorrect equals fat thumbs, right? A lot of people don't like doing the break-in. I actually enjoy the break-in. I think it's fun. Doing the best thing you'll do. Oh, send it to RB Mods? Yeah, I do plan on it. I just haven't done it yet. I need to. I know I need to. It is the plan eventually. I just haven't decided if I want to do it with that or my my never fired up, never seen fuel R5R. I think either one would be pretty cool. And the thing's in there. I like how Mugen does these. You have to take out this this little, well, it's not little, it's a really long grub screw to get the to get that pin out. See, it's but that's how they hold these in, and then these just slide out. You don't unthread it or anything. It just slides out. Got that little groove in it. Pretty neat the way they did that. Sometimes hard to grab a hold of though. .852 or Falcon. What's up, Texas Aggie? I wouldn't mind having either one of them, but I've got the, let's see, the 852, is that the 5-port 21? It's the B852 is what I got, the little purple-headed one. The new EB Mods engine has been doing well locally. It runs pretty good. Yeah, I think some of the guys up here are running the running modified engines as well. Jay says the R5R. I know I want to, but it's like, I mean, you can't really find them brand new anymore unless somebody's just like hoarding them. So I'm afraid to do that. I'd rather get like a 521 replacement for this guy and have it modified, and then keep my R5R untouched. But yes. Ronaldo's is like that with the grub screw. RC 8.2 has a retaining pin for the shock pin as well. Nice. I'm not bagging reds, but I've never seen them engines want to move, if that makes sense. Right. I get what you're saying. What I've seen about reds engines are pretty slow from factory performance. You know, this thing has been just an absolute screamer. I mean, it cooks around the track. I mean, I don't know. I've never ran it like comparison to an OS, which I have that block engine now, but you know, I've never put like the same shoe setup, the same clutch, like all the same setup. I've never done that. What I need to do is swap it out directly with the block using the same exhaust. Oh, excuse me. Damn allergies. Same exhaust, same clutch, shoe, and everything set up. That'd be a good way for me to compare it. The Corona 21, my RV mods. I have not run it yet. Should scream pretty good. Hell yeah. Low end power unless you buy it. Let's see, the 852, is that the 28? Trying to remember how they go because they have different. It's like the numbers are similar. Oh my god. Yeah, Jay, the Corona is fast as hell, brother. You'll be able to keep your eye on it. And Harvey Mods makes that fast engine. The fastest engine. The 521 is great. Yep, I want to mod the 521. Made me sneeze, bless you. Sorry. T850 is a 20. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I've checked them out. The orange head, I'd really like to get one of those. Those new Falcons, they're pretty sweet too. I don't know how they are compared to the Dragons, but basically they went from the Dragon to the Falcon. If you're allergic to the dirt, you're in for a fun night. Dude, I'm allergic to everything nowadays, apparently. All right, Grandma, have yourself a good night. Appreciate you joining in. Yeah, the T850 is a 28. Yep. I have 2S speeds and they're fast. Falcon's a bit better, love it. Oh, better than the Dragon? I mean, I would hope so for what is it, $400 and something, almost $500. I'd hope it's up there. But yeah, I've been wanting to check it out. But man, they're all so pricey. I also wouldn't mind getting that new Samurai. That thing is sweet. I like how this is just like on a hinge. Don't have to worry about losing it. I think this is the 2.0. Yep. Maybe. See that or the 2.5. Can't tell if it's coming out of there or not. Definitely ain't that. I think this has got a bunch of dirt in there. Oh. Never mind. That's for the damn mud guard, you moron. This screw's over here at an angle. Should get my drill out, but I figure watching me struggle is probably more entertaining for you guys. My little pick's gonna come in handy now. Yeah, the original Falcon, not the V2. I didn't even know they come out with a second one. Alright, Hugh, have a good night, brother. Your speed engine came from Drake. I want one of those Drake engines. An older Concept 28. It's in great shape. One way is cracked. Oh, that sucks. Anyone know if another brand copied it? I need a one way. There's a new one that's got some nice graphics on it, man. For now. Hell yeah. Higher velocity, what's up? The adjustment on kit cars, man. Love it. Oh yeah, I really enjoy the kit cars. For all the adjustments, the durability of it, just everything about them. Would ever run the Dynamite 21 XPE? No. I have one and it was modded to that. Pretty good. Yeah, when it comes to the Dynamites, I have one big red that has literally 2 tanks run through it. And then I have 3 of the 28s, and 2 of them are still in the box. I don't even know if the bubble wrap's ever been opened. Ah, damn it. Yeah, we're just gonna throw that in the bucket and scrub the whole thing. Yes, all these different linkages or these different holes, you know, when you make this longer, you know, you get more bite in the turn. When you raise, I think when you raise this up, you get, I don't know, it's the difference between like mid-turn and coming out of the turn, on power turn, off power turn, like, whoa, dude. I mean, this guy was throwing out a lot of information, and it's a lot to keep up with. I need to learn how to drive the damn thing first before I worry about all that extra stuff. But no, it's pretty cool. Trying to learn what these people are doing. But it's like every freaking track has, you know, a different compound to it for a different grip. You know, the different temperatures, whatever. I mean, it's always something that you gotta learn and make sure you're on top of, or you're not gonna hang with the fast ones. It ought to be interesting putting this back together. This will be the first time that I've actually stripped this one down. I dropped it in the magnet tray, and when I did, this thing was standing straight up, and now the weight's pulling it over. But yes, the simple things amuse me. RCX is in the house. I guess I better get back over there and read some more comments. Got people showing up that I haven't said hi to. What's up? Let's see. Looks like we got Jason in the house as well. RCX says EV mods by Ed Bridge Nova Base, great engine. Hell yeah! Welcome to the show, brother. Jason Kelly, what's up? Tell Kim we said hi. Ross says I have 3 big reds, thankfully in boxes. Yes, sir. I'm glad that you still had some after I think that other one you did that video on. It sounded like you was basically done, right? I'm glad to see you actually have more of them. I wish I'd have gotten more, but I only have one. Track starts, alpha base, and cheap. Hell yeah. New mods never really heard nice things from the bloke. I kept hearing it keeps your engines for months. Harley does work to it and then sends it back. Huh. Yeah, I haven't done much research on it. That's why I haven't sent any of them out. Let's see, I have watched some videos from NITRO ADDICTION as well. They seem decent. Nothing to lose for $100. J Concepts green, blue, A2 reflex, green, blue, A2 relapse. Those tires will work everywhere. Yep. Yeah, I've been watching some videos, and the reflex is one I'm going to check out. I have a pair of the Detox, and they're blue. I can get the A2. But I was also going to look into the reflex. But at the same time, the TZO 200 tires, they work really well out there as well. But yeah, there's lots of good tires. You just got to find the right pattern and compound for where you're running. Hell, if you get on the right track, those clay bars are really good, even on those outdoor tracks. But those are like the smooth, high grip, like compacted clay tracks. Yeah, and out here, this track, it'll just wear those green ones down so fast. I'm going to start doing like the A2s, the Aqua 2s, because they're the long last ones. See what I can get out of those. They're just so expensive and they wear down so quick. I don't need more engines. Do I want more? Absolutely. Sounds like another guy that I know. His name's Afna. The guy's got more engines than he can even ever think of cars to put them in. Oh, that track star even comes with an alpha carb? Hell yeah. I don't need an engine for my new to me truck. Clean dirt? Yeah, it's clean dirt. I used to love the Proline snake eyes for the clay oval. Yeah, I've never used those. And really for the clay ones, all I've ever used are the raw speed. Out at the track that I'm out now, they say that the raw speed triads work really well. And they got like a weird, it's like a bar pattern, but that's triangular shape. Hence the term triads. Alright, so basically I'm going to keep all the screws out of here. Don't want to lose anything off the hinge pins. So I guess it's pretty solid inside the arms. It must just be in the inserts, the pillows, that it is wearing out. But still, yet I can't set my droop because they're stripped out. So I'm just gonna switch the arms. Oh my god! I wonder if it's. I don't see any screws holding it in. I don't think. Come on, don't scratch it up. Go, damn it, go. Yeah, she's in there good. I thought for sure those holes were wore out. Proline, Badlands, or the bee's knees. Oh yeah, for the track? Yeah, let me know how that works out for you. They're good for the grass. I have 3 engines for every RC I have. Yeah. Oh damn, pimp, Rinks took your crown. Bob's number 1 though. Proline hole shots on my MP10 TCAC 2 buggy and buck shots on my truggy. Yeah, I seen those up at the hobby store. I'm just kind of trying them one set at a time. Trying to go by what the guys are using. God, ugh. It does not want to go. That is crazy. Well, just because you don't want to go does not mean you are staying in there. Just want to give it a tap tap. Bet the neighbors love that. Old tappy tap. What are we gonna use? Ooh, now we're getting creative. Hold that down. Neighbors are gonna be pissed. That's alright, because they run around upstairs. Oh, damn it. Of course, now my file's stuck. Get out of there. It's not bent, it's just gummy. It's all piled up there in the middle as if it has an opening that's letting it in. Huh. Tried twisting? Yeah, I tried, but the channel locks were just trying to slide on it. I didn't want to like groove it up real bad. My neighbors can eat one. A grumpy lady hero is reporting me to the council over RC engine. Not one hit it with first. No. Probably could have sprayed it down, maybe. But we got it out and we didn't damage that. That's the good piece. This, I could care less about. I mean, like I said, these are all stripped out. I tried the Teflon tape on it and like it'll grab the threads and kind of hold it. But as soon as, you know, you hit the bumps or whatever, it ripped right through. I did not like the Teflon tape at all. I mean, there's probably nothing wrong with these arms. I'll just hang on to them, use them as a backup. Other than the fact that they don't hold the droop. And not all of them are stripped, but, you know, enough that I can't set it properly. on, get off there. So it didn't really work very well, but I'll be damned if I can get it off. Oh my god. Probably boring the hell out of you guys. Use your shock shaft pliers. I do not have shock shaft pliers. I need to get some though. Alex Lopez, what's going on? Welcome back. I don't like running my stuff on a track. It's so hard on everything. Yeah, but that's what these kits are made for. And that's my fun at the moment, is going to the track and trying to keep up with the fast guys. I'm not doing a very good job at it. That's why the emphasis on try. But it is fun. But yes, the track is very hard on it. It's a very expensive hobby, habit, whatever you want to call it. This is probably like the most boring thing ever, but my OCD's kicking in and won't let me put it down until I get it all off. Yeah, I need to get some shock pliers for sure. It's always a good idea. That's all right, we gotta give them some show prep somehow. I'll be doing a bunch of videos on using the proper tools. Alright, let's see if this one comes out. Oh, it's moving a little bit better. There we go. Come on, get out. Jesus. Things get locked up and just won't move. Gather. It's like I got the old drivers, but I went and put them up somewhere. Should be using those to beat on stuff. It's moving. It was. Let's see. Have a good night, everybody. All right, Bob. Appreciate you, brother. Take it easy. Crimpers work great. Oh, I'm sure. Huh, bounced right out. Don't worry, these MIPs are rounded. I'm not hurting anything because they don't really work anymore. I don't know if anybody knows, are these supposed to be that tight in there? Or did they just not drill them out enough? Because I know some of these you got to drill out. I'm pissed if I find a grub screw in there, but I don't see one. Got some extra little short screws and inserts. Actually, I don't think the new ones came with screws, so I guess these aren't really extras. Mod's made it to number 3. Bob took the number 1 crown with them and said, "You guys can't have it." Bob said, "I'm taking my crown and I'm going home." Huh. Yeah, we'll watch that. Have some extras. The hole where the droop screw goes is pretty smooth. Okay, so they got a little grub screw here, but nothing holding this. It's a weird looking head. Whoops. Thing's odd looking, looks like a mushroom. I threw it on the ground. So they have a tool that you put on here to hold this while you break that bolt loose. Unfortunately, I do not have that tool. But what I do have are some tires. Made a ham and cheddar melt for supper tonight with Fox mustard. Fox mustard, is that a brand? Like, I've never heard of it. Man, tiny little grub screws everywhere. Excited for the speed challenge, Jay. I'm excited to see who all competes in it and who does what. I'm not really gonna have the time or place to run it, but I'll be cheering you guys on. Yeah, even this here is like an adjustment. So if you raise this up, it raises up the axles, and so it raises the ride height or the center of gravity. And if I remember correctly, you do that on a low bite track, and it helps with the roll and the traction on a low bite track. But on a higher bite, you lower it so that you don't roll over. It gives you better center of gravity. So just another freaking way of tuning it. There's so many ways to tune these things. The bearing feels decent. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to replace these, but it's not all chunky and grinding, so not too bad. Fox Hollow Farm mustard, balsamic vinegar, and garlic mustard sauce made in Vermont. It's yummy. Dude, that sounds really good. I will have to admit that sounds really good. Balsamic vinegar seems to make anything better. And I don't mind just straight up mustard, but anytime you can dress up the mustard, it's that much better. I'm so glad I finally got a a 2.0 that works. It's been a long time since I've had, about a year ago that I rounded out that other one, and I've had to use my driver, or my quick change deal that goes in the drill. Got a list of goodies to order for the VTX B1 next week. Hell yeah. Probably gonna pick up a new radio link for it. Yeah, my radio link eventually, I can never get it to last very long. I tried multiple different receivers, and it seemed like they just wouldn't last very long. And then eventually, like the trigger itself, you know, you don't even have to pull the trigger. You just move the controller, and the trigger moves. So be careful with the radio links. The RC6GS, whichever one's that black one with the orange trim stuff on it. There may be a higher end model to it that I didn't have, but I had just that. It was like a budget radio. I don't remember the numbers on it, and I don't think I have it here with me to look at it. Tell you what though, turn down a Savage is much faster. I would say even easier. Off the guy, what's up, my brother? Look at you. Hell yeah, hooking up the donos. Got some more gas money to go to the track this weekend. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you very much. Just in case you didn't hear me earlier, I'm gonna do a members only little track video coming up this weekend. So stay tuned, brother. Do a little reward for all the people that have helped me out. Been so kind and generous. Hell yeah. Awesome. Thanks again for the donation, brother. I'll give you a nice little likey and a heart. Thank you, sir. It's awesome. That'd be cool to actually check out these shock towers. I've never had them offer here to actually like look at them. Freaking solid though. Man, comparing these to the new my new Techno, these things are thin. Those new Techno shock towers are, I don't know, 4 or 5 millimeter, and this is probably 3. We're going to check it out here in just a sec. We're going to get the old caliper out and do some measuring. All Aspects is in the house. What's up? How you doing, brother? Best barbecue in California right there. You know how I know these diffs are interchangeable between front and rear? Because that's for the front nose piece. So same diff housing for both. All right, let's see what the old calipers tell us. Oh wow, so that's 4 millimeter. Something like that, right? There we go. Let's see what. There it is. Let's see. I need to find a spot where I can get on it straight. 5.6, and the other one was like 4.2. I felt like it was going to be a little thicker than that. Little visual size comparison, if I can hold it. I guess when you look at them separately, looks like there's a bigger difference than that, but apparently not too big of a difference. There you go. That you can see a sizable difference. Looks like it's 1.5 millimeters, almost 2 millimeters. But anywho, enough of that. Those has been a good one, but I'm sure the Mugen will look like new one. All right, brother. We'll be here tomorrow. Thanks for joining in. Have a good night. We probably won't get around to actually washing it tonight. Let's get it. Try and get it all stripped. I don't know if we'll finish getting it stripped down. Ah, I think just come on, get off there. It's got those little teats that were holding it in there. I don't really want to throw that in the bucket with water with those nuts in there. Just gotta get it lined up properly here. Alright. Now we can do a proper wash. Always hate taking these things apart too. Alright, we'll wash that, but we won't let it sit in the water. Yeah, sometimes that's how I do it. Like if I don't want to pull all the screws out, instead of letting it sit in the water for things to rust, I'll just put it in there whenever I'm you know, I'm just ready to just throw it in and scrub it instead of letting it soak. You really don't need to let anything soak, but it'll all come off pretty easy unless it's got like a thick grease on it. Well, the hard part's going to be remember where all these screws go. But that's part of the fun, is taking the calipers and figuring out what screw is what and where it goes. Get some big wire shrink wrap from your pliers and help with the slippage on smooth surfaces like pens. Yes, sir. Yeah, I know there's a lot of things that I need and don't have. Oh, I stuck my finger in the goo. Yeah, when I say take everything off, we're taking everything off. I also like to do this to check out the screws, make sure that they're not bent or broke, make sure the plastics aren't cracked, broken, make sure things aren't stripped out. You know, learn every piece of the car, then you know when it's not working right and what needs to be fixed on it. Just snuggled in with the pup. Oh, just snuggled in with the pup. You going to bed? Take it with the off. Buggy, what you working on? What's everybody working on tonight? Now we're getting down to the goods. I don't know where half these screws go. One thing I always do before I throw them in the bucket to be washed, I always try to get all the extra grease out of it. Just because a lot of times the grease will just sit there and it gets stuck in your brush. Makes your water all nasty. Alright. So this guy has 2 shims on the gear side. That diff still feels pretty good. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do on this is go 10-10-7 instead of 10-7-5. Especially with it getting hotter out there, put a little bit thicker fluid in it. Some guys are even running like 15-12-10 or 15-12-12. That just seems like a lot, but I guess it depends on the temperature and what type of track that you're running on. But for this loose, slippery track, we're gonna. One of the guys there told me he was running like 15-10-10 or 15-10-7 or something. I don't have any 15, but we're gonna try 10. 10-7-7. See if this guy marked what he actually had on here. Sometimes they write it on here what they got in there, and I don't see any marks, so we don't know for sure what's in there. If this was the rear, I might have actually refilled this one once, and it should have like 5 in it if I did it. Holding down the couch, eh? That should get most of the grease. Yeah, the bearings still feel pretty good. So that's the whole rear end. Now we got the front end. It's the only one car I've ever seen that has a little pinch bolt on the servo saver spring nut, or whatever you want to call it. Look at there, the bumper just fell right off. You know, some of the hard nose hits that I've taken, surprised at how strong some of these plastics are. Because I've done some pretty solid lawn darts. And yeah, them plastics are pretty darn tough. Another reason I like the kit cars over RTRs is just the plastics are just way stronger. Not to mention the aluminum as well, but and nothing wrong with an RTR. I mean, you know, if you just want to drive it around and have some fun, they are great, regardless of what type it is. But for, you know, if you're gonna want to go to the track and enjoy some track running, you know, kit's gonna be the way to go. And I suggest finding a used one. The Red's engine sounded good. Sounded like it started waking up in the video. It's getting better every tank. I can't believe how stable it is. That is the Mario Rossi 521. Yeah, those 521s, I mean, it's just a updated version of the R5R. Really good engines. Yep. Really good engines. Eventually I'm gonna get a piston and sleeve for this other one. And all you can get now are the 521s. You know, you can't find any R5Rs anymore. Somebody had a used one, said, you know, barely ran on eBay for like $225. I offered him $2 and he declined. I'm like, I'm not gonna give any more. L2 is probably too much when you don't know if it still has any life left. B4 is a great buggy. Oh yeah, I've always wanted one. Really good, rolls center, look really good as well. Plane to the ground. Texas Aggie. Texas Aggie. I thought you were saying something. I was gonna repeat your comment, but I realized you were just saying hi to off the guy. Ew. Damn thing had a sharp edge on it. And I do like this style where it's that pin that slides in and got that grub screw that holds it in. As you can see, it's just the one grub screw that goes right in between the two shock mounts. This grub screw does, I've never seen these try to back themselves out, but I've seen these try to back themselves out when they thread in. So I actually do like this style. Seems like it's less to worry about in terms of, you know, things just coming apart. So I hope Joe likes the surprise kit. Well, it's only, what, 3 months in the making? Ultra Competition, gonna run it. It's brand new, but I put the older chassis conversion in the new chassis. Everything else is brand new. Titan right. Can't wait to see it, brother. You gonna give us a video? I want to Texas. I don't know if you was here early when I was telling everybody else, but I'll give you the same heads up as everybody else. I'm gonna do a members only video this weekend from the track. So if it's something that you would like to check out, the option's always there for you. There'll be hopefully either some good race footage or just some good track driving footage. But either way, we're going to reward the members. All right. All right. Yeah, so I haven't messed with the pillow balls very much in these vehicles. Really, I think the only two pillow ball vehicles that I have is this, well, and the Truggy, and the MGT. So I'm just looking at it like, wow, where do I start? I think when I start taking some of this stuff off, it'll just fall apart. And if you haven't done a lot of this could be kind of intimidating. Oh my God. Well, no wonder that thing's never fallen out. That thing is in there. Oh, sweet. For a second, I thought I stripped the damn thing out. Probably calling for a little bit of heat. Often, guy, how many new off in the Truggy or buggies you got that you haven't run? I feel like you could have ran a new one by now. You just don't run them. I don't blame you. I bet you got a couple of brand new ones just sitting there, don't you? I don't have any vehicles that are new like that, but I have a couple of engines that are new. Okay. So I think when I take this off, this stuff's all gonna come off. So maybe we should do this out a bit first. Damn, high voltage is still here. All right, y'all going for a run later. Take it easy, bro. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Later, addiction. Addiction. I like it, man. That's a pretty cool way of spelling it out. Yes, sir. Have a good one, bro. Let me take the Z01B out this weekend. The O'Donnells, hell yeah. Jay hit that number 3 spot. Yeah, pillow ball is a totally different beast. Totally different beast. Okay, so this is going to end up taking a 3mm. Or, sorry, 2.5. Huh. Yeah, I've never had these out. That's kind of neat. Wonder how often you're supposed to replace these. Anybody know anything about pillow balls and how often you should be replacing them? That big boy says I'm back. Got to put some miles on it. Yes, sir, on that O'Donnell's, for sure. But I will not run the new Violator. You can send it to me, bro. I'll run it. You could have the credit. No, I don't blame you, man. I wouldn't run it either. I mean, I would really want to, but it'll just be something to have. But somebody's got to run it eventually. That's like RC abuse not to let it run. It's kind of like that 21 still sitting in the box. RC abuse. Just the cups on the balls. Yeah, and I've never done anything with those. They still seem like they're in pretty good shape. Like, how do you know when they're ready to be changed? Do they get like oblong shaped or just wore so thin that there's no cup left? Like, I don't know anything about them. I mean, like this outer portion here looks like it's still in pretty decent shape. Looks like it still fits the hole. Let's see, what about the Savage? Hey, man. You leave the Savage out of this. See, this buggy's not in a box. That Savage is in the box. It's going to be fun rebuilding this thing. Yeah, for those of you that can't afford to buy a brand new kit like myself and you want to build something as a brand new kit, just strip it all the way down and then rebuild it. Same thing. Just all the parts aren't as shiny. Hell yeah. The adjustment binds. Ah. That one looks great. Yeah, they all look the same. None of them have really looked messed up. I just don't know what that it would look like if it was messed up, you know? To say, hey, these things are bad. Here's the fourth one. We're going to compare all four of them. I guess putting the calipers on it will tell you, like, if it's wore down, if one's wore down more than the other. Where'd it go? There's a number 4 in here somewhere. And it never really seems to bind up. It just seemed to all run pretty smooth. I should probably get some of that graphite dry lube, huh? I bet that would work pretty good on these. Yeah, like nothing's like worn completely out of whack or nothing. They almost have like a metal shine to them, but I think they're plastic. I don't think they're aluminum. Lots of life. Oh yeah. Vertex was new in the box. Time to run it. Yes, sir. Let's take the electronics out of the on-road car and give it back because I can't make the payment on it. Damn, dude, that sucks. The Vertex's pillowball, hell yeah. You know, there's people that are strictly pillowball guys and people that are strictly C-hub. I mean, I haven't run them enough to really know the differences. I think they both run pretty decent. I know they each have a little bit different handling in the way that the front end either lets loose through the turn or hooks up or whatever. I think one pushes through the turn more while the other one, one turns on power while the other one turns off power. But of course, a lot of that's in the adjustments too. And we still got quite a few pieces here. Time is 7:15. Find the C-hub has less bump steer, but the C-hub is weaker. Yeah, good point. Pillowball's more forgiving on the track, but the C-hub has more steering. Yeah, see, there's like a lot of differences between them, and I'm still trying to learn. But hey, yeah, great information, guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think that's as far as we're going to go for tonight. We'll just hang out and BS for a minute. I need to go wash my hands though. I'm a mess. I know you guys love to see dirty hands. That's crazy. 20-year-old buggy never been ran. Just as crazy as a 21-year-old 21 never been ran. 25-year-old Mugen MBX8 that I'll be running soon. Hell yeah. I have plenty of new stuff and way too many projects. Yeah, that was a cool thing about coming down here. I could only bring so many cars with me, so I don't have as many projects going on. I mean, they're at the house waiting on me, of course, but down here I only have a few things to work on, so it's easier to focus. And then just going to the track has made it really easy on what to focus on. You know, whichever ones that are going to the track are the ones that get all the attention. You're a white boy playing black sorry dukes that has in mind. Damn, Godlike took the #1 position, guys. How did Rings take my crown when he isn't even here? You gotta talk more, man. Apparently he flaps his gums enough that he got enough points and had it, so now you just gotta flap yours more. Been in here, but just been quiet. Yeah, I thought I'd seen you in there, JW. Thanks for hanging out with us, bro. Even though you haven't been saying much. But that's alright. We're only going to be in here a little bit longer anyways. The crowd's dying down and I'm done wrenching, so. But you guys got anything interesting coming up in the near future? Anybody wants to announce or talk about or discuss? Ask questions? Anything good? JW, I'm getting ready for you, man. Getting ready for the big race coming up. Not saying I'm gonna do very good, but I'm getting ready for you. But no, it'll be fun. But hell, I told the guys down there at the compound, I told them I'd volunteer if they needed volunteers, and they're like, well, we're gonna have a novice class too. I'm like, well, you got anything below beginner? I'd almost rather just hang out and volunteer and just kind of see all the excitement than be all worried about running. But either way, it's gonna be fun. Kind of excited. Hopefully here at some point I get to make it up there to Vegas. That is the plan anyways. Hell, JW, how far are you from Drake's track over there in California? We have a 40 plus novice category. Yeah, I don't know what all categories that they're going to have. I mean, it'd be easier in the 40 plus novice than, or novice class than like the kids novice class, because kids catch on to that shit quick. They're hard to beat. But it'll be fun either way. Ooh. May turn that into a live stream. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know for sure what else is going to be going on with that. But that'd be kind of neat. Well, nobody else has any questions or anything awesome that they want to talk about, I think we're just gonna call it a night. Oh shit! Now I'm starting to yawn. I won't be able to stop. All right, everybody. Well, thank you very much for hanging out, joining in. Congratulations to all the new members with the free gifts. Let's see. Tomorrow night we'll continue tearing this down. Then we're just gonna go through and wash everything. I'm sure that'd be kind of boring, so maybe we'll just like check out the other Techno and the Dragon, whatever you guys want. Yeah, we'll we'll do that tomorrow, and then like I said, stay tuned for Sunday. We got something cool coming up for everybody. Yep. Everybody have yourselves a great night. Thank you very much. Let's see, had a good one. Thanks heaps, man. Yep, appreciate you, Godlike. I'm glad you had fun. We always try to have fun in here, so come back and join us anytime. Monday through Wednesdays, and every once in a while Sunday. But you guys have yourselves a great night. Go burn that nitro. Treat everybody with kindness, no bullying, and much love and peace.